Dear Diary, there was a massive heat wave. I ran a lot. I had the worst first date I've had in years. I stalemated my chess game, and I'm trying to do new stuff with old friends. That's right, let's just break it down because that was my whole week summed up in 15 seconds. You can click off the video now because you are all caught up. Or you can stick around and listen to me vent about some stuff because I have a doozy for you. Starting with running a lot. I have a 50K coming up in a couple weeks. It's going to be overnight, and I'm doing some training runs, right? I'm doing some trail runs, and there was this one running group I went to that did this whole trail from beginning to end, and it was 18 miles. I'm like, all right, bet. Let me sign up for it. Let me do it. It's a good little warm-up run for the 50K, which is 31 miles. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but gonna have to run 31 miles overnight. That's gonna be quite the story time for you when the time comes. But this week I did 18 miles. I did beginning and end of a trail, and it was beautiful. I went with a wonderful running group. There was maybe 10 people to start off with, and then slowly, one by one, they trickled away until there was only like 4 of us left, and 4 of us completed the whole thing. And what was really cool was you signed up like the day before or the couple days before, and you met at one spot. Like the 4 people that were going to complete the whole thing, we met at a high school, and we left our cars there, and then we went to the trailhead. Like one person brought us to the trailhead, and then when we came back, like our cars were just there at the other end. So it was pretty cool, and I had a great time. It was before the massive heat wave started. Like it was still a pretty warm day, but a massive heat wave has just taken over my whole area. And boy, oh boy, I am one for summertime. Like, I love being outside with just like a short sleeve shirt and some shorts on. But when it is 95, real feel 100 plus, that's just a bit too much for your boy. And I wasn't vibing with it. Mailmanning all week is very tough. I've just been zoinked all week. Some of my gym sessions just have not hit the same. I think back and by, I barely was able to get in. I was just like, anything is better than nothing, but I really don't feel like going. But the heat will do that. And it's hard to stay focused, hard to stay locked in when the heat zaps all that energy from you. But I did my best, and next week's going to be a bit cooler. But working out in that like temperature is just crazy. I know I have a system for myself, and people always ask me as I'm walking around doing my mailman stuff, oh, does your truck have AC? Are you staying hot enough for you? They say the dumbest stuff. Please, if you see your mailman and he is struggling or she is struggling, do not ask them, hot enough for you? Warm enough for you? We didn't ask for this weather. We could care less about it being 95 degrees, okay? We hate it. Our trucks have no AC, so don't say that condescending, sarcastic BS because it's the last thing I want to hear. I know these people are saying it out of just like habits, kind of like how you doing or like how's it going when you walk by someone, but just like don't say that to me, please. I hate that. But anyways, yeah, the heat wave's finally coming to an end. It is now 80 degrees, and we're going to get to high 60s overnight, so I'm excited for that. But you didn't come for the weather. You came because you wanted to hear about my super awful first date that I just cannot believe happened, okay? So I've been documenting my life for the last 8 weeks or so, and if you guys have noticed, on the bottom right of the thumbnail, there is 28 dash whatever. So 28 stands for 28 years old, and then dash whatever is the week. It could be like a little morbid to kind of be like, yo, this is me counting up. But also, I just like keeping track of like, okay, this was like how old I was when this happened. This was how old I was when that happened. And it's just a cool way for me to document my life. And hopefully I don't hate the idea like a year from now, but I'm vibing with it right now. But anyways, so I'm 28 years old. And I was swiping on the dating apps, doing what I do because I'm trying to find a partner. And I matched with someone. And my age range is 7 down and 7 up. So we go from 21 to 35. I know, that's what you call desperate, but it is what it is. All right. I matched with a 21-year-old. I do think 21 and 28 are in different parts of their life, and it might not be the most like kosher, but it's still perfectly fine. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a whirl. We started talking a little bit. We had a phone call. She was vibing with the phone call. We talked for like maybe an hour and a half, and I'm like, hey, do you want to go on a? Do you want to like meet up sometime? And originally, my roommate invited me to go to a bar on Tuesday night, and I invited her to go to that bar Tuesday night and bring a friend. So it was gonna be like a little double date type action, but unfortunately, complications happened, and my roomie had to go do something else. So then that meant that me and this girl, we had to go on a different sort of date thing. I guess we could have still gone to the bar, but if I'm being totally honest, I am not much of a bar guy because I don't even really drink. So the bar scene is not my scene if I can help it, but it seemed like a good way to kind of meet her almost like organically because my friend invited me out, but it all fell to the wayside and we did something different. We ended up going to play mini golf. I love mini golf. It's a great activity for a first date. You know, you guys get to have plenty of time to just chat and a little friendly competition. I thought it was a good idea. It was a kind of a warm day for it, but we managed, and this was the worst first date I've had in a long time. I've gone on a lot of first dates, and that's not a flex. That's honestly pretty sad. I don't like going on first dates. I am excited to meet the person. I am excited for the opportunity of it, but like I always feel like, oh boy, here we go again. And it's a conflicting feeling. It's not that I hate first dates. It's just that I wish I didn't have so much experience with the first date because I want to go on a second and third and fourth and fifth. Like, I want it to work. And the fact that it doesn't work so often makes me sad. So I don't like first dates in that respect. But I show up, I'm, in a good mood, just vibing, ready to have some fun, ready to play mini golf. I have absolutely zero problem paying for the date, especially on the first date. Like, maybe when it's like a month or two down the line and the woman wants to chip in and be like, yo, I got this. Sure, I like that. That's kind of a nice gesture and it makes me feel good. But the first date, I feel like, you know what, the man should take the woman out. I feel like it's just etiquette, polite, manners. So I, of course, paid for the mini golf and was like, it's on me. No worries. It's good. Happy to. And I think my biggest pet peeve, though, is I want to do that for my date, but the only thing I ask my date to do, and maybe this is a test, but it kind of rubs me the wrong way if the date does not say thank you or wow, that's so nice of you, or I appreciate that. Like, I just want the manners back because otherwise it feels like you feel you're entitled to that. So when someone has manners, it's automatically a green flag, and it makes me feel good. It's like, this person is a good person. She did not have manners. She did not say thank you. She did not do anything. She barely said anything. We started mini golfing. I was asking her questions about life, asking her questions about how do you like the area, what kind of stuff do you like to do, and she was very boring, very dry answers, didn't tell me anything fun about her life, didn't tell me anything she enjoyed doing, didn't ask any interesting questions. She was just stale. But she did end up making fun of me because, well, when I don't get good conversations, I try to make the game more entertaining, so I try to be competitive, and I was like, oh, wow, we're a few strokes within each other for our score. And then when I would pull ahead, I'd be like, oh, wow, I'm winning. This is great. You need a 2 or a 3 and I need a 6. And I was just talking about the game because I honestly didn't know what else to talk about because she wasn't giving me anything to go off of. And so it came off as probably competitive. It came off as maybe a little narcissistic because I was winning and I just didn't know how to handle the first date. I didn't know how to handle the silence, and she was just poking fun at me, calling me like rude, asshole. I was not vibing with it. Needless to say, I think she was doing it in like a little bit of a jokey way too, because when the date ended, I was like, okay, drive safe, have a good night. I didn't give her a hug, I gave her a fist bump. Like, it was very clear I did not enjoy it that much. But when she got home, she started texting me, and I immediately hit her with the, thank you for coming out, I had a fun time, but I just don't think we clicked that well. So, good luck, and I just don't want to, waste any of our time. It feels weird, like, sending, like, a breakup text after one date, but, like, I don't want to drag it out. I knew we weren't clicking, and it is what it is. But gosh, when I go on a first date, what I'm looking for, what I want, is just organic conversation. Yes, we probably met on a dating app, but like, it's so true. Like, the best way to be interesting is to be interested. When someone asks me questions about stuff and takes and like cares about what I have to say, I feed off of that energy, and I try to reciprocate. Like, I really do try to listen to whatever my date has to say, and I try to ask her thoughtful questions, because I think that's a great way to try to get to know someone. And I felt nothing, and it was so dry, and I got called names, and I'm like, this is the last thing I need to do. And I don't know if it was because there was such a wide age gap, and 7 years really isn't that wide, because my mom is actually marrying someone like 9 years different. But I feel like age means a lot in the 20s, because 21 is like college, and then 28 is like established, doing their career most of the time. Obviously, things can change, but maybe we just didn't mesh well because we're on separate life trajectories right now. I don't know, but it was quite sad of a first date. But at least I got to play mini golf, but I'm never going to get that $11 back or that night, and that sucks. But she's not a bad person. We're just not matches. Moving on. So I am becoming the person I want to become when it comes to chess. I put in so much time practicing, and I'm overcoming my nerves and anxiety about going to chess club. I went again last week, and I finally purchased the sacred 100 score chess book. So now I can keep all the games in one place and write down all my scores and stuff, and it's really, really cool. It looks so sleek, so clean. It's a black book, and I'm so excited. And, well, my last game that I played, I'm so sad about it. So 2 weeks ago, I was in a winning position, and I got checkmated a piece up, so that was pretty embarrassing. But at least afterwards, the guy, he stayed around, and we analyzed it together, and we talked about it, so that was pretty cool. This week, I went up against maybe a 10 to 12-year-old girl. She blitzed out every single move, so the time control is 80 minutes, and she had 80 minutes on her clock when the game was over, and I had 3. And she blitzed out every single move, and I was winning. I found a tactic, I got up material, I brought it to an end game, I ended up sacrificing at the right time, getting an extra queen, and then it was king and queen versus a king, and I start moving the king to the edge, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to checkmate, it's a done deal, and I wasn't even thinking about stalemate, and I ended up stalemating. And when it happened, she said in her 12-year-old voice, that's a stalemate, and got up, wrote down 0.5 for her, 0.5 for me, left with her mom, and I was just baffled that I just freaking stalemated after working 77 minutes on this. But that's chess, and you know what? I'm not deterred from going to chess club because of it. I still want to go. I'm learning so much. My online chess is skyrocketing. I just love being around good players. I love being around players that are better than me, because she is by far not the best player in the club, because I am by far not the best player in the club. But I am surrounding myself with people that are monumentally better, giving me little tips and tricks, helping me with my game, and it feels good. So chess club's going great, even if I am taking a hard L or a hard draw. And last but not least, an old friend hit me up from one of my old jobs, and he was like, dude, you want to play pickleball? And I'm super excited for that, so I'm going to be playing pickleball soon. We might join a club. You know, I'm just out here trying to do everything I can, because why not? Anyways, that's it. I'll catch you guys next week.